What is up, space pirates? This is your Admiral, the always optimal Dr. Disaster. And when you try to picture the perfect example of what a Klingon is, if you're anything like me, you probably imagine Worf doing or saying something that kicks ass.
I am going to kill him with my bare hands. I will take him by the throat and rip out his esophagus.
Worf, you got a badass over here.
But what you are most likely not thinking about, if you're trying to picture the paragon of Klingon badassery, what you're not thinking of is this shit right here. A soft little guy named Jaden, with a hyphen in the middle of the name, wearing a dress because no matter how much Klingons are exposed to soft-ass, shit-lib humans, I can't imagine them ever being tolerant of this sort of crap right here.
It doesn't feel like me. I look like a man in a dress.
Well, no fucking shit.
The New York Comic-Con was this weekend, and the upcoming Star Trek show Starfleet Academy was shown off. And despite the fact that you and I and anyone else who has ever appreciated Star Trek, we all have a pretty solid understanding of how Klingon culture works, that has not stopped the absolute nincompoops in charge of the Star Trek franchise from taking the most anemic looking dude they could find, putting Klingon makeup on him, and then fitting him into a skirt and thinking that was going to please the fans. Everything about this show absolutely screams that it was made for teenage girls, and I hate to break it to them, but that is not the demographic of Star Trek fans, and it never will be. Before they ever successfully bring in that demographic, the franchise will die.
I'm already dead.
They released a trailer for this new Star Trek show, and the Hollywood Reporter described it as having cadet sex and angry Paul Giamatti.
I don't care.
Just like their teaser trailer, it is getting absolutely roasted in the comment section, and as you can see here, the trailer has already been ratioed after 17 hours at the time of this recording, but I suspect there is some funny business going on. There are less than 1,000 likes and dislikes on this trailer, despite the fact that they have over 1,300,000 views. Maybe the extension on my browser that lets me look at the dislike count needs uninstalled and reinstalled or something like that, or maybe this is just a huge statistical anomaly, but on my videos where I get a fraction of the views, I always get way more likes than what we're seeing on this trailer. But no, I think there are shenanigans going on. When I look at these numbers, my instinct is to say,
It's a fake. It's real. It's a fake. It's real. It's a fake. Don't you understand? It is real.
Alright me hearties, make sure that you hit the like button on this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I've had a lot of people tell me that they have been unwillingly unsubscribed to the channel, so make sure you check on that, and also, give me a follow over on X, where my handle is Dr. Disaster1, and if you feel like supporting the channel and helping keep the lights on, consider becoming a member for as little as $5 per month. In any case, let's take a look at this trailer for the new Star Trek show. I highly suspect that they are removing dislikes from the trailer because less than 1,000 is a massive anomaly on a trailer with 1.3 million views. Even if this was a decently well-received show with like 100,000 likes on it or something like that, I would expect it to have something around 10,000 dislikes. With that many people watching a video, that's just how the numbers always work out because you can never please everyone. And for that matter, I think the like count is low as well. There should be a lot more thumbs up. I have tested the extension on my browser though, which I use to see the dislikes by looking at my own videos. My YouTube app tells me how many likes and dislikes my videos should have, and I cross-referenced it with my web browser extension, and the numbers were the same in each case. So I think that it must be that this video itself is what is wonky. I suppose there's a chance that this is just a strange coincidence. Anomalies happen after all, but if Star Trek has taught me anything over the years, if something seems fishy, you should probably assume that someone is up to something. What's funny though is that despite whatever funny business is happening with the likes and dislikes on this trailer, they still manage to get ratioed, and it isn't surprising based on the sentiment that we are seeing from people. After all, the comments are tearing this show apart. But let's take a look at what commenters are saying so that you can get an idea just how disliked the show is. We'll just go down the line and read all the comments as they pop up. This person here wrote, "This looks like one of those CW vampire/supernatural shows where one misfit kid starts school and is the best at literally everything. I love most series of Star Trek, but each and every new series has more and more relationship drama, and it's starting to get old. Maybe this is for teens, but we don't have to dumb everything down for teens. They deserve better than that." Yeah, it's like I was saying earlier, it seems like the target audience is teenage girls. Teenage boys are not going to be interested in the relationship drama. They would be drawn into a Star Trek show for all of the cool spaceships and aliens and whatnot, and after luring them in with all that cool stuff, then you can give them some thought-provoking ethical conundrums to deal with. That was the recipe for old Trek, but now I'm not sure why anyone would look at the images on this screen here and think that this was for them. Star Trek was rarely focused on relationship stuff at all. It was rarely melodramatic outside of the movies. But anyhow, let's read some more of the commentary. The next commenter here wrote, "Finally, a Star Trek CW show," and then this guy called it Star Trek High School Musical. And yeah, from what I can tell from the show thus far, to me, it looks like the old TV show Glee, but in space. Hell, in the most recent Star Trek show, Strange New Worlds, they turned one of their episodes into a musical number. So that's where all of this is going. But this next comment here is the most interesting to me. It says 1.1 million views, 816 likes, 100,000 dislikes. Wow. So yeah, it really appears as if something fishy is going on with this video. If anyone out there wants to help me check, if you have a dislike extension plugged into your browser, then go to this new Star Trek trailer and see what the dislike count shows up as for you, and then let me know in the comment section. 100,000 dislikes is exactly what I would expect, given the lack of quality for this trailer and given how all of the comments are letting them have it with both barrels. But I keep refreshing my browser and the count is staying relatively the same. Anyhow, let's read some more of what people had to say. This person said, "If this series can be a sandwich, it would be just a bun with raw onions." And this one really hits home for me because here's a bit of Dr. Disaster trivia. Onions are my least favorite food in the world. They assault all 5 of my senses. I hate the taste, the smell, the touch, what they look like, and I even hate the sound of onions when someone crunches into them. It's basically the only food that I won't eat, and I wish I liked them because onions are in everything, and that is precisely how I feel about all this woke shit being pumped into entertainment. I wish I actually enjoyed the sort of crap that the makers of this show are pumping out, because this crap has been put into everything. I don't like it though, and I'm never going to. Anyhow, then this person wrote, "I don't want 80% of the show to be relationship building in Trek. I want stories of space problems and how they get solved, red alerts, and a crystalline entity." And that is how most people feel, I think. If you want romantic drama, then Star Trek is generally not for you. And changing Star Trek to suit the tastes of non-fans is extremely narcissistic and plain old stupid, because it is not going to succeed. Anyways, this guy wrote here, better names for it: Star Trek 90210 or 50 Shades of Trek. And then this guy said they better make this serious and not some high school movie type drama. But yeah, they're not going to, my dude. What you see is what you get with this trailer. They have shown that they fully misunderstand the essence of Star Trek in these trailers that they've put out. And I mean, you gotta think, a trailer is a hand-picked selection of the coolest shots and best lines from a movie or a show presented in a way where they don't think it will give too much of the story away, but also presented so as to entice their target audience the best they can. I always tell people, if a trailer looks good, keep in mind that it's just a trailer and temper your expectations, don't get too excited, but if a trailer looks bad, then run. Run as fast and as far as you can. But I'm gonna leave it there. Drop your mockery of Star Trek Starfleet Academy into the comment section below, and also let me know if you see something different for a dislike count when you visit the trailer yourself. But anyhow, drop all that into the comment section below and we will talk there. Thanks for watching me, Hearties. If you haven't already, your Admiral is inviting you to subscribe to the channel and become a part of the crew. Life as a space pirate may not be glamorous, but there's always plenty of booty.